Hello, cooking enthusiasts. This week's video is going to be a seasonal gelato recipe I developed. Last week's video was about making my own chocolate, and I briefly mentioned turning some into a chocolate gelato. I will release that recipe eventually, but I thought this one was more time sensitive given that summer is almost over. Where I am, it is the peak season or the end of season for a lot of great fruits, including berries. I tested the recipe with blackberries, but I think any berry or stone fruit would work. I just wouldn't do apples or citrus or anything like that. What you need is really unrefined berry slash fruit juice. Not quite puree, but still something very viscous. This recipe is based on 450 to 500 grams of this unrefined berry juice. If you have significantly less than that, then I would simply scale down the recipe. Obviously, I could have developed a sorbet recipe, but I do enjoy certain fruits as a ice cream, and I think gelato is particularly good with fruit flavors. Now, really, the only tricky part about this recipe is that you need to taste your fruit juice and estimate the sugar content. It's going to be somewhere between 10 and 20% probably. If you think your juice is very sweet, you're going to be adding as little as 75 grams of sugar. If it's not sweet, you could be adding up to 150 grams. Whatever amount of sugar you decide to add, start by measuring about 20 or 30 grams less than you think, because you can always adjust toward the end. It's important to measure the total fruit juice with a scale, but then you want to take roughly half of it and combine it with your first dose of sugar, the salt, milk powder, and stabilizers. To prevent scorching, I microwaved this mixture in 30-second bursts with stirring in between until it reached around 70 Celsius. Once I'm confident everything is dissolved, I combined it with the rest of the berry juice and chilled it. You can do a few hours in the fridge or overnight like I did. Once your berry mixture is chilled, you want to blend in 240 grams of heavy cream and around 100 grams of yogurt. Blending is important for making sure everything ends up smooth, but use low speed to avoid incorporating air. At this stage, you can taste the mixture and add more salt and sugar if necessary. Remember, it should taste slightly too sweet if it's even refrigerator temperature. Now for the most important step of making gelato at home. Put this mixture in the freezer. You want to check on it and stir it every hour or so until the actual mixture reaches -1 or 2 Celsius. Then you want to put your mixture into any kind of standard home ice cream machine until it looks good and churned. You should end up with a very flavorful and colorful gelato. I hope you try this recipe out. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, thank you for watching.